welcome if you're new. I'm Holly, and today I'm sharing with you a fun video. I'm decided to do this intro outside because my grandsons are inside taking their naps, and it was a gorgeous day, so I just decided to come on out and enjoy it, and while I was out here I would film this intro. So who else loves the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? That's always been a tradition for us to watch every year since I was a little girl, so I decided to do something for my grandkids for a movie night, and it wasn't intended to be a video, but it turned into one. So I thought I would share this with you, and I hope that it gives you some ideas, maybe that you can make, some memories with your grandkids or your kids. Very simple ideas in this one, and I know it's kind of late getting this up as far as being able to order things and stuff, but you can absolutely do these at home, with DIYs and things. So in the video, I'll kind of give you a few ideas on how to do that. But I hope that you enjoy the video, and let's go ahead and get started with this movie night. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I did get for this. Now, like I said before, I wasn't planning on doing this as a video necessarily. I was just doing this for my grandsons, mainly my 2-year-old grandson right now. My other grandson is only over a month old, but my 2-year-old grandson he loves whenever I decorate for things and stuff. So I thought this would be fun for him when we watch The Great Pumpkin, which is going to be a tradition, for him as well, and for his brother. But I did not plan on doing this as a video, as I said. So some of these things you may not be able to get right now because they were Oriental trading. If I would have thought to do this as a video early on, I would have shared this last month or so, so you can get those things. But some things may already be out of stock. Some things you may still be able to get if you want to look on there. You may get it before Halloween, so that would be an option maybe. But another option is also to print things out. So if you cannot get these things that are from Oriental Trading, then you can just print some things out. I just screenshotted, because I'm not selling any of this stuff. I'm just using it for my own use. Screenshotted on my phone and then printed it out and then just cut them out. And I'm going to use some of these on my table. So you could still do this by just doing that, or finding maybe, some items in a store or something to add to it. But I wanted to just show you some of the things that I do have for this. And I do have my trusty old Great Pumpkin. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown coffee mug, and I've had this for years. So this is the time of year I take this out and start using it, and love my coffee. So got that there. But some of the things, and another thing, pumpkins. You can always get pumpkins to do this with as well, because it's Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. So I got the biggest one I could find here, and then I have these 2 white ones I'm going to do something with. I'm going to paint this one, so I have some paint there to do that. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this one yet. And as far as treats and things, I'm not really doing recipes for it, so I'll probably just show clips of what I'm doing and then show you the final product once it's done. But I have these 2. I'm not sure which one I want to use. I know this would taste better as far as the cream cheese on these pumpkin cookies, but as far as dyeing, I need to dye the icing. This one's always great for that. This Wilton always dyes up really well. These not as much, but I'm going to try it and see which one, if this will dye up better. If so, I'm going to use that one. So that's, one of the options here I'm using in my treats, for a movie night. Also, you can't have Great Pumpkin without the candy apples, with the scene with Lucy doing her, bobbing for apples with Snoopy. So I'm gonna do these, and I just got the Red Delicious ones, and these are kind of small ones. They're not the huge ones, so I figured these would be easier to eat. You could even, cut them up and eat them as well if you want to do that. So these are just some of the, little treats that I have for that. And I think these are the only ones I'm really having to make. Everything else may be
more of like little candies and things that are pre-done. So, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put all of this stuff together and get a little movie night going for us. So I hope that you'll enjoy the video and stick around and see how this all turns out.
And the very first thing that I knew I wanted to start doing was painting the pumpkin, because I knew I was going to, need time for this to dry. I usually use chalk paint for this, but decided since they didn't have that color in the chalk paint, I went with the apple barrel yellow paint. And I knew I would probably have to have 2 coats and let it dry in between, and then I can move on to the next step with it. Once the pumpkin was dry, I drew a design that looks like Charlie Brown's shirt, so just a little zigzag, and then I pinned it onto the pumpkin. I did not tape it because it would pull up, the paint. So I traced it onto the pumpkin with a pencil, and then I went again and then went around it and traced the rest of it. And then I just took some black paint and just painted in the zigzags. And I thought I would start over here and just kind of show you some of the things I did for decorations. And I just, like I said, that's that little pumpkin that I painted yellow and with the stripes to make it look like Charlie Brown. Then this is just, it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. So all I did with that is made like a little stencil, or you can just write it on there. And I used a Sharpie for that. I didn't bother painting it or anything. Sharpie was fast and easy. And then I just cut out, Welcome Great Pumpkin. That was on Pinterest as well. So I just cut him out and taped it to the back of the pumpkin. So, when Linus is waiting in the pumpkin patch for the Great Pumpkin. So that's the scene for that part. And then little Snoopy, I just took one of the white pumpkins I had and just, found a little image and drew it on that little pumpkin. And then I just had another little pumpkin that I picked up. And then this is the candy corn I had from another, I had picked up from Walmart. And I just did Pigpen's popcorn because I just thought that would be, good. And that's the, it's supposed to be like candy corn or whatever, but it's basically like a vanilla flavored coating on it, chocolate coating. And I did make some like this for, I think it was my Grinch movie one I did last year. So I'll leave a link to that, if you want to see how to make that. But Pigpen's popcorn. That doesn't really have anything to do with the movie, just I wanted to add his character. And then this is Charlie Brownies, or Charlie's Brownies. And those are just kind of representing him when they made the little, pumpkin on the back of his head and everything. That's kind of what that, part of the movie or the cartoon reminds me of. And then I have Schroeder playing his piano. And this is a phone. This is a piano phone. It actually, it would play music if it rang and stuff. It has a cord and all that. It's from the 80s. But I could never part with it because my husband's aunt had given it to us when she came to visit. So just one of those unique little, things that we like to have. Or to keep as a memory. But this is Schroeder playing the piano, Snoopy dancing on top of the piano with some little miniature pumpkins there. And then I just, had a little scene with all of them at the pumpkin patch, trying to tie it all, into this. And it's also with Schroeder, for him, it's the symphony candies. So I just thought that was perfect for him. And then the other scene that's in the cartoon is when Linus jumps into the leaves that, Charlie Brown had raked up. And he was, had a sucker, and so it says never jump into a pile of leaves with a wet sucker, and then he just had leaves all over him. So that's kind of what that represents. And these were lollipops or suckers from Amazon that are shaped like leaves, so I couldn't pass those up. And you can also do this with, if you wanted, you could just use a regular, sucker and put a take one of the leaves and just tape it or glue it to the, to the packaging, and you can do that. So it doesn't have to be these from Amazon. This is just something, I happened to see when I was on there and thought, well, this would be perfect. And these will last us quite a while. I'll probably have these for Thanksgiving for anybody who wants them as well. So I just thought that was a cute idea. So that's the scene from that. And then this is Charlie Brown, of course. I got a rock. So that's him every time, because he had so many holes in his costume that they kept giving him rocks. So I found some, candy. It's coal. It's chocolate candy, but it's wrapped in black, and it looks like it's like coal, basically, like for Christmas or whatever. But that was also on Amazon, and I just thought they looked like rocks. So you can do anything for rocks, any type of candy. You can do rock candy if you want. You can do brownies and have them cut up or whatever. But that I just thought was a cute idea. And then this is Charlie's pumpkin cookies. So these are pumpkin cookies, and I just baked them. Super easy. And then just put some yellow icing, dyed some icing, cream cheese frosting icing, and just made the little black lines for his shirt. So that's also the scene from where he's getting, they want to use him as a model, and he gets upset because, he's mad because they're drawing, the jack-o'-lantern on the back of his head. So that's kind of what those represent too, along with, like I said, those, pumpkin brownies. And I was waiting for the pizza to come out of the oven for this one. So it's Snoopy versus the Red Baron. So that part of, the movie when he's trying to, shoot the Red Baron down and stuff. So this is the pizza, which is Snoopy's Red Baron pizza. So real simple and easy, for that little theme part of the movie. And you can use any kind of pizza, but we do like Red Baron pizza, so that's what I got for this one. And you can have the Great Pumpkin without bobbing for apples. So I put these candied apples in a tub that I got. I had this a while back from Walmart, I believe, .com. I think it's a Better Homes and Garden one. You can put drinks and ice in it, and put drinks and stuff in it. It's like a little tub, wash tub kind of thing, but it's a smaller one. And I just put one of those little trays that you can get at Dollar Tree, and I just set it in just the top part of the bucket. Didn't tape it or anything. It's just sitting there, and just made the candy apples and put those in. So it kind of looks like, the bobbing for apples. So this is probably one of my favorite parts of the cartoon, where Lucy is bobbing for apples, and Snoopy comes up with one, and she's like, dog germs, her lips touch dog lips and all of that. She's got poison dog lips. So I always thought that was the cute part of the movie. So I really like that scene. So that, to me, makes a perfect little, addition for that. And over here I have some treats set up, and this is just the skirt, the table skirt off of Oriental Trading, and I can reuse that year after year. So that's perfect, for what I want to do. And I just put an orange tablecloth on top of my buffet, just to kind of give that a little, Halloween look. But I just kind of did, like here, going along with the theme of all the little scenes in the, Great Pumpkin. the iconic one is always Lucy pulling the football away from Charlie Brown. So I think that's in almost every cartoon that they do. So my store actually had some football cookies because it's football season. So I thought that was perfect to go along with that. So for that little scene. And then these are the little coffee cups. And I thought those were really, really cute. So it has all the little, characters and everything. And like I said, it's a small coffee cup, so not quite big enough for me for coffee. But these are good, to put the kids' drinks in, or, you could put other treats and things like that in there as well. So just a, cute little cup, and that's from Oriental Trading as well. Then the Snoopy cups were also from Oriental Trading. That's what all of these are. But I didn't want just Snoopy. I wish they would have had all the characters, but it was just Snoopy. And I love Snoopy. But, for this, like I said, just wanted the other characters as well. So I just printed off like Snoopy snacks, wrote that out and, on Canva, and just printed things out, stuck it to like one of those sticks that you can get, like the, I think it's the cake pops sticks that you can get at Walmart. That's all of those are, and I had those already in my pantry, so I just used those. And for Snoopy snacks, I put some Chex Mix, and you could do anything you want, and name the food anything you want. These are just ideas that I had, so I just thought that was a cute idea. And then, as I said, I printed out all the little characters with my printer, and just named the little foods. So I just screenshotted, images that were on Pinterest and things like that. I'm not selling any of this stuff, so I feel like it's okay to do that. And I just cut them out and glued them onto some cardstock, and like I said, made the little signs. Woodstock's bird food, so I thought, well, candy corn kind of looks like, bird seed, so I thought that was good for him. Then peppermint patties. So a little peppermint patty, and those are York peppermint patties, of course. You can't go wrong with that. And then for Franklin, I did fruit snacks, and these were Halloween ones that they had at Walmart, so I picked those up. I thought that was perfect. And I did have to kind of tape it a little bit more. The sticks are a little heavier than I thought that they would be on this. But, the tape so far is sticking, so if you have other ideas that you can use to do that, feel free to do that as well. And then Marcy's M&Ms. So these were just M&Ms that I bought, just the single pack, so I thought that was good for Marcy. And another one for Marcy would be Smarties, I think they are, candies. I think you can get those here. I know it was an English candy, but I think you can also get them here. And she was always in her book and things like that, so Smarties candy would be good as well for her. And then this is Sally's Sweet Baboo candy. So I just thought this was cute. The Sweet Baboo part with Sally and Linus was online, and then I just added the Sally's and the candy to it wording, because that's what I wanted it to say. But you can, like I said, find this on Pinterest, print it out, use it in your little thing. But I felt like this was, the scene, Sally gets gypped because she's in the pumpkin patch with Linus all night, and she doesn't get to go trick-or-treating. She doesn't get any candy. But I just took a like the old-timey, these are at the I think I got this one at Walmart, but just like the old style trick-or-treating bucket that you can trick-or-treat with. So I put her just a bunch of candies in there, so that way she kind of got some candy. At least in my video she did. So I just thought that was a cute little idea to do. And then Oriental Trading had these napkins. I wanted the ones that had all the characters on it in their little costumes. Those were sold out. There was a lot of things that were sold out, so I just went ahead and got those. They were still cute. And then they had it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. These are like little, dessert plates, and then the bigger plates with Linus and Sally and Snoopy. So these were from Oriental Trading. And as I said, you can probably get these things if you want to do this next year. Order them a few months ahead of time if they're available. So that way you can do that if you want to do that. If not, you can always just use like orange, black, or orange or black napkins, plates, things like that. So you could still do this and just print out, little characters. So like I said, I didn't have those. I had to print them out. So that's kind of makes it a little bit more, Charlie Brown feeling. And then my little pumpkin, I think I got this from Dollar General. And then the sign back here, you can see it, goes way up. It was actually 3 pieces. It comes in 3 pieces. I just did the 2 because it was big. So 2 was enough. And the twinkle lights I have on here, you can't really see them too good. And I was going to put them behind the moon, behind that, and have it lit up. But I felt like if I can't see it too good here, I don't think it would light up too well behind it unless I had a stronger light. So, that's an option too if you want to do something like that. But then, like I said, that's from Oriental Trading, along with the little, characters here. These went with like a trunk or treat little kit. Not the Snoopy background, but these little characters here. But I just bought those to add to it, and I thought that was cute. It makes a nice little, scene for a Great Pumpkin party. That is everything that I did for this one. And I really did enjoy doing this. I love doing things like this for my grandson. And I have 2 grandsons now. He's a little younger, so I don't have... he's not going to be into this for, another year or so. But I really do enjoy doing these type of videos. I hope that this maybe inspired you to do something for your kids or your grandkids. It does not have to be to this extent. I have a tendency to go overboard sometimes, and that's just me. That's just who I am. Once I get started, I can't stop. So I like doing little things like this. But like I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money to do any of this. You can do a black poster board I saw on Pinterest, where you just take 2 black poster boards, or however many you want, and then you just cut out a white poster board in a circle, like to make the moon, and then another black poster board to cut out the image of Snoopy. And you can just, draw, or, even get your kids to make like the pumpkins and stuff like that. So, you can do really simple DIYs with this if you wanted to. Do a last minute thing. Like I said, I know this is up late. I wasn't really intending on doing a video. I was just doing it for my grandsons, but I just thought it was cute and thought maybe you would like to see it and maybe give you some ideas, maybe for next year if you can't do it this year. And that's going to be it for this video, but I hope that you enjoyed it and it gave you some ideas of some things that you can do for your family, for your kids, your grandkids. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that will notify you when I post new videos. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. I absolutely appreciate each and every single one of you who take time out of your day to watch my videos, who like, subscribe, and comment. I just absolutely appreciate y'all. You have no idea. And I'm so thankful for this community, this YouTube family that's growing here. And I just appreciate y'all so much. So I hope everyone has a blessed day. God bless y'all.